Gracias. $2 off. I'll take $2 off, make it 18.
What do you got on the pin?
$7.
$7?
Yes, a happy birthday.
I never realized they're that heavy.
Yeah,
they are. Be. Yeah, they're big.
Real Wait. All right, 5 on that one.
Sorry. Mind if I get in here? $2 each.
I love.
You know what's going on. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good, how's it going? These are each two. This was the 2 for $1, and this one's at 5.
Cool. You want a bag or no?
I'll take one if you got one.
Oh, $12. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get you a bag.
There you go.
Give you change. Here's 10. Well, let me get some singles.
Yep.
¿Más cambios? ¿Seguro? ¿Me das? What did I give you? I think I give you
10. Yeah, I need 2 singles. Thanks, man. Oh yeah, I think we have this backwards. You owe me 8.
Yeah, I owe you. Yeah, that's why I'm like, wait, hold
Here
on.
we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm
I've
thinking.
been confused myself all morning, man.
It's okay.
Yeah, there we go.
There we
Perfect.
go. That's
Sounds
it.
good, man. Thank you.
No problem.
Here you go, sir.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. No.
No, bag on
I
all
was taking the, I was just taking those.
Gotcha. Excuse me. Just curious on the Star Wars.
Yeah, well, here's what, you got 5?
Got 5 in there.
20.
20. I'll leave them here. I'll think about it though. 15. It's just they're really rough. They're really rough. I would do 10. 10. I'll think about it.
You know what I'm looking for.
How much on this?
How much?
Take it.
Real quick, you get back to me.
Here you go, man.
And I'll take any action.
Thanks. Excuse me. Bronzeville.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
We're supposed to be set up, but we got here at like 6:45. My dad's still in line trying to get a spot. So.
I talked to somebody who set up a few weeks ago, and they said it's
Yeah, it's really long. Jesus. Find anything?
Yeah, I got a couple books. Nothing. No steals.
No steals, right? I already I took a lap around. I didn't see anything great.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it looks like junk. And,
Yeah, right?
people don't know what they have.
Absolutely. All right, I'll catch you around.
Take care. Good
Yeah,
luck today.
yeah. Look for my stand.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Good. Feel free to stop and take a look.
Guess I gotta check it out, right?
Yeah, feel free to pick through it. I got a lot more Hot Wheels stuff I've not put up yet, including premiums. If you're looking for premiums.
Well, that's kind of cool.
You like Spider-Man?
A little bit, yeah.
Just got...
Pretty cool stuff.
Picked up that one yesterday for the.
Nice. All right, man, I'll swing back around. I'll be here all day.
Anything you want, let me know.
Hey John, what are you asking on the cars?
$3 each.
$3 each?
You want to buy them all? For your shop?
I don't think so. I think I'll pick a couple out.
What comics in the back there?
I got comics too?
Back there.
Oh, good. Okay, gotcha.
Nice cop.
How's it going, man?
Good. You gotta go through that one.
Sweet.
What's up? What's going on?
Comes back this way. Leave it where it is.
You done with that box?
Yes, sir.
This it?
I gotta look at the bottom of that box, but I think so, yes. Regular, so 25.
You get that?
How much you guys want for the N64? $50.
Quick.
Oh, you going to this one?
No, I didn't go through here yet. You want to go front? I'll go back.
After he went through it already. It's already
Yeah,
too late.
you're done. Man knows what he's doing.
Do some good stuff. Yeah, we think 361, 362, 363, a bunch of fucking falling stuff.
Okay. Hey, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
He knows the stuff, so it's like it's a mute point afterwards. Like usually at this point, I would just buy the bulk and just do whatever with it.
Can you do 40 ounces? I can.
You never know what you're doing.
Yeah, those who have that eye, it's like if they have the eye, you know they're already.
Yeah, but some of us have better eyes than others. And that's what you.
I don't know. Some
it's
people
miss
it's hard to
stuff.
overlook though, like especially certain things.
No, listen, there's obvious all the time. It's the
Obscure.
diamond in the rough ones that you gotta find that people miss out on sometimes. That's the hunt. But I thought you were setting up. Where's the booth at?
We got my dad and I got here at 6:45.
Right.
He's still standing in line to get a table.
Oh my god, that's tough.
So yeah, that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, that sucks.
But we'll be up probably within a half hour.
And it's gonna be hot too.
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You heard me saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is the first full Midnight Suns.
Wow.
Everybody jumps on 28.
Uh-huh.
That's the first full appearance. That's the full team.
There you go. That's the diamond. Yeah, I found some good ones
You're
in there.
always good though. You always know. I watch your videos. You're always on point. You gotta love it.
I got a lot to learn though.
Yeah, you know.
Lot to learn.
That's the fun part about the hobby.
Oh yeah. Never stop.
And it keeps evolving, so you're always learning.
Throw 10 on that.
John, you want to ring me up here?
Yeah.
I got this.
Okay, you got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let me $25.
25.
You need a bag. You can put it in your bag.
Yeah, I got it.
Car's on me. Come on. No, come on. Don't be cheap.
Can't do it.
All right. So
I like
take,
you guys'
take that for
channel.
10. That's fine.
Like,
Thank you.
Yeah, subscribe.
Thank you.
did you say you needed change?
What happened?
Got a YouTube channel.
Oh.
Yeah. We're Dad and I were setting up a booth. He's waiting in line to set it up, but
Yeah, that line was ridiculous.
we got here at 6:45. He's still standing there.
Still coming in?
Yes, sir. So we'll be set up in like a half hour or so. Here you go, John. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, so we're back at the house after a pretty fun day at the flea market. Yes, I'm kind of doing a 2-for-1 here. Early in the morning, I was able to go and pick through some boxes while Dad stood in line as we set up his sellers. And I was also able to do another lap around later on in the day, like around 12 o'clock. And I don't believe I bought anything from the second lap around. By 12 o'clock, everything that was you know, good to go had already went. But fortunately, we did get there early. We got there at 6:30, and I was able to take a walk around right from when we got there and found some really cool stuff. This here, the first thing here I'll show off, is something that I have always wanted since I was a kid. Was never able to get myself one. But for $5, this guy brought he had a bunch of toys in like plastic tubs and everything. And this was sitting on the table. I was surprised everybody was swarming the boxes, and this was sitting right out on the table. This was not hidden or anything. You guys can obviously see in the footage. And people just not even paying it a second mind. To me, this is a really, really cool toy. It's something that, for those that don't know, it's the Darth Maul double-bladed lightsaber toy. It does have kind of, I guess one broken piece right here. It's supposed to be another red piece here. But otherwise, it's pretty good. I mean, the blades are in there. The one problem it does have is that the blades don't function perfectly. I'm not going to show it off on the video because it's a little big and a little hard to get it on camera. The blades don't function perfectly, but you know what, guys? I mean, look, if you're like me and you always wanted this when you were a kid, especially if, I mean, look, I wasn't watching Star Wars Phantom Menace when it came out in theaters. You know, that was 1998. That's when I was born. But imagine if you were 6 years old or 7 years old and you saw Phantom Menace and you fell in love with Darth Maul and you thought this double-bladed lightsaber was the coolest thing ever. For $5, guys, I mean, this is a really awesome piece. And it used to be a Disney exclusive, so the only way you were able to get this was by going to Disney and purchasing it at the parks. Otherwise, you weren't getting your hands on one of these. So super, super cool. All right, but now let's get into some of the comic books. And first little stack here of 5 comics. Nothing interesting, but a nice story for you guys on the second one. So this was our usual vendor. He's always there with some nice boxes of stuff. These were his 2 for $1. The only reason we have, I think, 2 or 3 copies of this book, but the only reason I got it is because it was 2 for $1. So I got that, and I got Knight Rider number 5. It obviously has like a huge chunk of the book in the corner right there kind of taken out, and that's why it was in the 2 for $5 bin. Otherwise, it'd be a really nice book. I mean, the rest of the cover looks really nice. I mean, there's chipping on it, no doubt, but you know, it's not bent, it's not really torn up or anything like that. So it's for 2 for $1. You know, got it for 50 cents. And let me see, I'm not sure. The rest of these ran me, I think, $2. So we got Thor, $2.84. Fantastic Four, $1.99. Nice Doom cover. And we got the collector's issue Cable number 1 for $2. And then for $5, it's in kind of rough shape, but it was nice to see some Silver Age Marvel at the flea market. Not too often we see that. So Iron Man number 15, 12-cent issue. It has some writing on the cover. Obviously the pages are the colors are a little faded, and it's not in the best of shape, but for $5 I'll take it. All right, now let's get into the next story. So this was pretty good. This is our guy John. These comics came from our friend John, who's always bringing stuff, and recently on the comic end he's been a little stale. He's either been bringing the same stuff, or he's just been bringing kind of, you know, 90s junk or you know, stuff that I'm not really that into. I forgot what he charged. He charged me $25 for the entire lot of stuff. Well, let me show you this first. I started off by noticing that he had a nice Hot Wheels case, Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars. And he was asking, I think he said like $3 a piece for the cars, which, you know, is a little much for most of them, considering most of them aren't worth it. But I was able to find this Hot Wheels Dixie Challenger. Not in the best of shape. The wheels this back wheel here is a little loose, and the decal on the top is a little faded. But you know what? You can read out Dixie Challenger. The orange is pretty nice. It's a nice toy to have. It's one of the better Hot Wheel cars to have out of the 70s, or I should say 80s. But then he said, you know, I saw the guy going through 2 boxes of comics right away, and I was like, ooh, let me get over there. And he said, you know, we got some new stuff today. We got good stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, definitely. And he, you know, he wasn't lying about that. So Silver Surfer 18 Galactus cover. I just bought these for the Galactus covers. That one, obviously, Galactus and Doctor Strange. And this one I picked up by accident. It was actually stuck to the back of this other issue, so I wasn't intending to get that, but I did get it. I picked up these turtle books. I'm not a big Ninja Turtles guy, but I can definitely see the appeal. Like, for me, like, the comic art was just pretty cool on it. It was just an interesting buy. What numbers are these? 24 and 25. So I just liked them. I thought they were kind of cool, and I figured before somebody else get them, let me grab them. Was able to find some Bronze Age Captain Marvel number 47. Nice Spider-Man cover, black suit Spider-Man cover in the Spectacular Spider-Man 191. This one was really, really cool. Glad I was able to find it. Amazing Spider-Man 356. Obviously got the Moon Knight cover, and he's a hot character right now. And then I found a couple more books. Now let me just explain kind of what happened here. So the guy John, he always brings, you know, he always brings good stuff, whether it's records, whether it's comic books. He's always bringing good stuff. Every single time that I get to him, I'm always the second person there, because there's always the same guy he always is one step ahead of me, and I give him a lot of credit, man, because the guy he knows what he's doing. He's dedicated. Him and John have been doing business for years, so it's kind of like, yeah, I get that I'm kind of like the new guy on the block, especially in the comic book department. Like, I've been going to the flea market for years, but I've only been buying and selling comic books for the last year or so. So I'm definitely the new guy when it comes to the comic books. But, so he got first dibs. There were 2 long boxes. John said there was good stuff. And the guy apparently walked out with an Amazing Spider-Man 361. First appearance of Carnage. And I guess he got it for $3 because it was in the long boxes, and John was charging $3 each, or 2 for $5. So the guy got it for like $2.50. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I didn't see him get it. I'm just hearing that he got it. And he probably did get it because of the other book that I was able to find in there. But let me just show you these real quick. I got Spider-Man Maximum Carnage 12 of 14, number 37. Also got number 36, part 8 of 14. But then this was obviously the best book of the day for me. It was one of the best books that I found just in kind of like a random box in quite some time. Amazing Spider-Man 362, second appearance of Carnage. First time Carnage and Venom are on the cover together, and it's just I mean, obviously, it doesn't take a genius to see that it's a really, really amazing cover. Amazing Spider-Man 362. I did get this 361 a couple weeks ago. I paid about $100 for it. I did not get it for $2.50. But if you guys haven't seen this video where I got first appearance Carnage ASM 361, go check it out. It's a couple weeks back. But I was able to find this 362 for $2.50 basically. Actually got it for a little cheaper. The whole stack of comics plus the car I got for $25, which is pretty good deal. Had I been there a little bit sooner, had gotten just a hair more lucky, would have got the 361. But I was able to find the 362. I guess as he was going through the books, he skimmed right over it. And that's just something that I guess we could talk about. Is when fresh boxes come out. Like, it could be anything, whether it's a box of toys, whether it's comic books, whether it's records, whatever the case may be. A fresh box comes out, and let's say there's like 2 or 3 boxes. You know, you have to make a choice. You can't hog all the boxes to yourself if you're the first person there. So you get up there, you pick one box. You better go through it, and you better go through it thoroughly, but you also better go through it quickly, because if you can get through that first box, plus you can get your hands on another box before somebody else, you know, you're looking pretty right now. And that's what this guy was able to do. He was able to go through this first box. He did pass up on this book. He must have glanced right over, because I guarantee you if he had seen it, he would have picked it up. But he went right over it, but he was able to get to the second box. So it's like he pulled out the best book of the day, you know, probably the best book of the year at the flea market for $2, an ASM 361. But the nice part is that he was able to get through that book. He was able to get through that box and get through everything, and then go over to the next box and still be able to be the first person to go through that. Who knows what else he found in there? I don't know for a fact that he found the 361. I'm just saying that we heard somebody, it's on camera, somebody said he got the 361. Go check out my friend Erod212. I'm going to link his description I'm going to put his link in the description below. He found some other comic books in the same 2 boxes after I had gone through them. He was like the 3rd or 4th person to go through these boxes. And he's much more experienced in the comic book world than I am, and he was able to find some key issues. And I'm sure you guys would enjoy the video. So if you're not subscribed to his channel, go check him out. Also, the other thing that after the guy had gone through the books, and me and Erod and some other guy, we were going through the books. The one guy said, who was kind of in between me and Erod, he was saying how, you know what, I'm just going to give up because this guy, you know, he already pulled all the best books and that's it. You know, the day's done. It's over. Like, I missed my opportunity and that was it. And you know what? To an extent, that's true. Look, you missed the best books of the day. The best ones are gone. Somebody had gone through the boxes with a fresh, you know, he had a good eye and he was able to come away with some good books. But like me, I was the second one to go through and I still found this one. Erod was like the 3rd or 4th guy to go through and he still found some good books. So there's no reason why, just because you miss out on something good, it doesn't mean that it's over. You know, don't quit so easily. Just because some guy was able to get there first does not mean that he found everything. And that's very important to know because, you know, if you give up every time that you're not first, you might as well just give up on everything because there's always going to be somebody that gets a step on you. And you just got to be patient and wait for that one time that you can be first and you can capitalize on your opportunity. But that is no excuse to give up, especially for me, you know, being that I'm new to the comic book world. I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. I just buy things that I really like. Like everything in this stack here. The only reason why I bought it was because I liked it. And same with this book here. I bought it because it's a book that I really love the cover. It's a really sick book. But I'm in a position where even if I am first, I might be passing up on some good books that you guys point out all the time, and I really am appreciative of that. But also, there's opportunity for me and there's opportunity for other people. Just because you're not the first person there does not mean that you won't come away with really good books. You just have to put in the effort. It's all about effort and work. And look, if you're not first, you're last is not the right attitude to have when it comes to hunting down comic books. Always put in the work, always put in the effort. You never know when you're going to uncover a gem. I'm upset that I missed the 361. Absolutely. I mean, that would have been great. It would have been a heck of a video. But I did find the 362, and I did find some other really cool comics, and I got my Dixie Challenger for free. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, there's always opportunity to find stuff, and that's kind of the lesson from that video. I do have one more thing here. This is stuff that Dad had purchased. He had purchased this later in the day, like around, probably like around 9:30 after we had set up our booth. So he got this 3-pack of comics. I think he paid $15 for this whole stack. So let's see if he got anything really juicy. A DC Scooby-Doo book, Hercules Unbound, Manhunter, Richie Rich, some more Richie Rich, oh, this one's pretty cool. Richie Rich and Casper, a nice little crossover there. Let me just fix this camera. There we go. It is interesting how in the last, like, whatever it's been, last 3 weeks, 2 ASM 61s have popped up at the New Jersey Meadowlands Flea Market. It's like, that's pretty cool. I was talking to a bunch of people about this while I was selling and I had my booth set up, just about how it's such a good flea market. You know what? Because I get a lot of horror stories from some of you guys about you either don't have a flea market in your area, or you don't have comic books show up at your flea market like ever, or this, that, the other thing. it's just crazy how in this flea market, not only do we have a comic book vendor, but we have multiple comic book collectible vendors. I mean, it's great stuff. It's like you could show up on any given Saturday and potentially run into a dozen or more comic book sellers. Like it's very possible. It's not out of the realm of possibility that many people will show up with comic books. And that's just for what we do, guys. Because I follow other guys that do vintage clothing. I follow guys that do sneakers. I follow guys that do electronics. I follow guys that do tools. You know, there's all these different things that the New Jersey Meadowlands Flea Market attracts, and they just do it on a consistent basis. You can go, I mean, we're so spoiled and lucky. I'll be the first one to acknowledge that. We can go on any Saturday and potentially find some really amazing stuff. It's kind of ridiculous. I can't imagine being anywhere else to go to a flea market. I have found good things at other flea markets, but it just doesn't compare to the consistency of the New Jersey Meadowlands Flea Market. And now that I'm setting up as a seller, it's just getting that much better, you know? So that's pretty cool. So that's pretty much it for this video. A lot of cool comic books. That was Dad's stack right there that he got for $15. The highlights for me were definitely the ASM 362 and the, if I can just grab it, the Darth Maul double-bladed lightsaber toy from the Phantom Menace. Super cool day at the flea market. Fortunately, didn't spend a lot of money on anything, you know, no huge big ticket items, but just some really good stuff, and I think some really good videos and some really good lessons to take away from this trip to the flea market. Both as a seller and a buyer. And yeah, guys, thank you guys for all the support I've been getting. I know that the last flea market video where I set up as the seller, it was kind of a rough video, but like I've been telling people, it's kind of my rough draft. You know, it's my first time doing anything like that. It's my first time ever seeing anybody do anything like that. You know, I've never seen people do videos of I'm setting up as a seller. But it's something that I want to do more of. Like, if I can figure out how to do that correctly, I think it has some potential to be fun videos. So I'm going to keep working on it. I do have a couple more trips to the flea market in the next couple weeks. I paid for the month of July, which, you know, is looking kind of problematic at the moment because we already have one possible rain out for this weekend. Plus there's 2 other weekends where the flea market's closed. So, you know, I don't know what we're going to do with that exactly. That money is non-refundable once you pay for it. So I paid for like the whole month, and if it turns out that all my days get rained out, you don't get your money back on that. So it is what it is there. I still did really good at the flea market, so I definitely want to go back and do it again. And I want to, you know, improve on these videos and try to make better ones. And it's nice that I can do a 2-for-1 for you guys, you know, so I can go to the flea market, get there early, walk around, be the first guy to pick around, and then set up as a seller and do a selling video like that. So that's pretty fun. It's pretty interesting. I had a fun time doing it. And yeah, so I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you once again for all your support. Really appreciate it. This channel's growing pretty rapidly as the days are going by. It's funny how we're approaching nearly a year of this YouTube channel. I think we're at like almost 10 or 11 months. So by August, I guess by August is going to be the year. So that's pretty amazing how so many people have gravitated towards this little corner of the internet for watching comic book, toys, and related videos. So really, really cool. Thank you guys again. I will catch you guys in the next video. See you later. Goodbye.